That's a secret.
Yeah, man. Like I said, that book it should be like framed or some shit, man, at this point.
Yeah, like you should mount it on the wall somewhere.
Oh God.
Yeah, because I know you wanted to get your hands on that book for the longest, and you finally got it.
I do.
It's gonna double in for you. You good for getting that now, yo, because
Yeah,
when you drop dead, it's gonna double in price. So
yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah.
what Try was saying.
it'll
Like
be
if
like
if
four
God
thousand
forbid
dollars
she would
instead
have
of
passed away now,
yeah,
that book would have been a lot more than what you paid for it.
yep,
Of course, because that's how the fucking vultures are and shit.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's good. It's good, Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie.
It's good, Sam.
Hey, Sam.
Yep.
Yeah, this is gonna be the last review I'm gonna do before this little break and shit. So,
Yeah.
by the way, shout out to Eric because he got me a copy of that "Love to Love You Baby" Donna Summer album and shit.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get him something soon.
Yeah. He always comes through.
Oh yeah, true. So this is what I cannot stand about jobs and shit. Like,
What is it?
man, cause like now I got a deal to promote this music video and shit.
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But since this fucking new job wants to give me my paycheck late, a lot of stuff has to be pushed back now. So I'm just waiting for this money to clear up by Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh wow.
I'm losing, I'm losing my patience with this because every time I try to get some money, somebody does not want to see me get some money or some shit. So I'm
Mm.
just trying so hard not to lose my patience.
Yeah.
And that's why I specifically told these niggas, cash at me. Don't send my money to no fucking FedEx. Because this
Whose idea was that to do that to begin with? The whole
dumbass,
FedEx.
some dumbass niggas and shit, man.
Mm.
They said they got my shit mixed up. It's like my shit should not even be
How
mixed up.
how did it get mixed up?
Over fucking $200 in that fucking check. That shit should not be fucking mixed up.
I know. That's crazy.
That's why I specifically said, give me my money, cash app, not
Cash
fucking
app.
mail at that shit. Cause now
Mm.
it's like I'm late on paying some bills now and shit, man. It's just like a lot going on right now. Cause
Mm.
motherfuckers, I was too stupid to understand.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Ronnie wants to know what's our favorite Donna Summer song.
Mm.
Bad
Um, I feel love. I feel love. That should go hard and stuff.
Mm.
Bad Girl. I like Bad Girl.
Um, she had this one other joint that she did. Hold on. Oh,
I like
last dance.
She
Last
Works
dance.
Hard for the Money.
Yep.
That's one of my favorites too.
MacArthur Park. That was another good one.
Right. That was a good
Mm.
one.
Like she's one of those few disco artists that she can still come up with some shit even after that era and stuff like that. Still,
Right.
I just felt like those comments she made or allegedly made about the AIDS and shit kind of slowed her career down. If you ask me.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go on for like 5 more minutes and shit. Yeah, man. Cause like I'm really trying to drop this video this fucking week though, but just everything that's going on, I don't even know.
Mm.
Lonnie said mine's is hot stuff. Okay.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a good one. Last Dance.
Ooh, yep.
That was good. A good one too.
Fuck it. I'll be that nigga. I'll even say love to love you, baby.
That's
Yeah.
love that one. Classic.
Yeah, it is.
Just 16 minutes of orgasms, man. That's the best way to describe that track. But yeah, that her first, well, not technically her second album,
Uh,
Love to Love You Baby. I'm sorry, that's like a disco R&B classic, man.
yeah, for sure.
I, I felt like with that album, she kind of made like a lot more blacks do disco in a way. I don't know if it's just me
Mm.
because I know a lot of people want to say Barry White was disco, which I say he was not disco. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how was he disco?
Yeah.
People like to pigeonhole him in disco, but that was not disco.
No.
Um, and, that's the that same time, like a lot of artists was influenced by that fucking album too. Like I want to say, like you can hear like a lot of Marvin's influence when he did the "I Want You" album.
Right.
Um, hell, even Diana Ross. I want to see even the Diana album itself.
Hmm.
That was influenced by Donna. So I don't care what no one says. Um, Ronnie said favorite Diana Ross song.
I'm coming out.
Yeah.
I'm coming out.
I'm gonna go with "Ain't No Mountain High Enough." That cover.
Yeah, her
That
cover
was
wasn't bad. Her cover was not bad.
that
But
was
for
dope.
some reason, the Marvin and Tammy Terrell version, I don't know, has a special place in my heart for some reason.
Of course, like
Yeah.
I remember when I first heard her rendition. I have to be real with you. I didn't like the spoken word part
Yeah.
because it was just like when you thought she was about to sing the chorus, you have to wait till like halfway through the mark. But now
Uh-huh.
listening to it now, I do love it, especially that second half when the horns come in and then the background were like, "Ain't no mountain high enough."
Yeah.
But that grew on me. I think that grew on me. I think when I saw I rewatched the Motown 24, 25, and she was running down the fucking aisleway and some shit.
Mm.
So another track I fuck with was Upside Down. That's my shit.
Upside
Oh,
down.
yeah, I like that one too. Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. All Night Lover from the Baby It's Me album. That was a dope one.
Mm-hmm.
I know Tracy Ellis Ross just dropped a song too, so I didn't even hear that shit yet.
I didn't know she could sing, to be honest.
Me neither.
Same.
Like, who knew?
Speaking of singers, I know a lot of people are reading Beyonce because they don't want her to be part of Black Panther 2.
I've been hearing about that. Even my own cousin mentioned that too.
Right.
Talking about how she can't act. I'm
Oh
like,
boy.
okay. I mean, she's not the worst actress. Come on.
Right.
I mean, there were some times where I'd be like, she could have done a little bit better, but there were some movies like the fucking Obsessed. I liked her in. I
Yeah.
like Cadillac Records, Fighting for
That, yeah.
Convictions, Austin Powers. Like,
Right.
I mean, the Lion King. It is what it is. That one. I don't care.
I never watched the live action version of it. It's just certain ones that I don't know wouldn't appeal to me like that, with the exception to like a few I may possibly look at. I don't know. But for some reason the animated ones just hold a special place in my heart. But just having to hear about them doing a live action rendition of the original, it's like an ongoing trend.
Right.
Not very much.
Yeah. So it's like you're running out of creative ideas on one of the biggest film studios on the planet. Like, really?
Speaking of Storm, what do y'all think about if Beyonce played Storm for X-Men?
Oh boy.
I'm not like the biggest Black Panther X-Men fan, so
Right.
I could care less to keep it a buck.
I've been hearing a lot of people say they want Halle Berry to still play Storm.
Yeah, but if they go younger, they're not gonna pick her. You know what I'm saying?
Halle Berry has not aged in
She's great.
ever.
But when they restart these franchises, they want a younger audience. They want a younger stars. So if they pick somebody for Storm, it's not gonna be her again. It'll be
Yeah, but
like
who's
Zendaya or some shit.
I was getting ready to say, who was the other woman who did play like the younger
That was
version of Storm in one of the latest X-Men movies? I kind of lost
uh,
track of that.
forgot. I forgot who that was. I want to say it was Lenny Kravitz's daughter, but I might be wrong.
Zoe?
Zoe, I think Zoe was in one of the first class X-Men movies. I don't know. I don't think she played Storm though.
Oh. Hmm.
Alright. I'm ready whenever y'all are, though.
Well,
Alright, what's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing? This your boy Reg in the building. Got my homegirl Ash with me. I got my homeboy Try with me.
uh,
And
That's good.
album we are going to talk about today is FaceMob with The Other Side of the Law. This was released in 1996 on Rap-A-Lot Records. FaceMob consists of members Scarface, DMG, Devin the Dude, 350, female rapper, Shai Ray, and Smith D. Singles album was known for let me see something. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, cause okay, I found it. I want to say Tales from the Hood was a single. There gotta be some more singles in this. Cause I know they made some soundtrack appearances, but I want to say Tales from the Hood was like the only single. I want to say, but I could be wrong on that. Producers include Jay Prince, who was an executive producer, head of Rap-A-Lot Records, Scarface, Mike Dean, Uncle Eddie, Domo, and N.O. Joe. I'm gonna keep it a buck with everybody. I just knew about this album months ago, so I don't have the history behind this group is kind of a little shaky and shit like that. So, do you know anything about them? Try or
I don't know. I don't know shit about Face Mob and Scarface. I came in on after when he went solo, so we wasn't bumping them up here in New York like that. I don't know shit about Face Mob, but I heard the album last night for the first time and I thought it's dope, but I don't know no backstory about them.
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, same. I had no idea who Face Mob was, and I only know Scarface because of we talked about one of his solo albums not too long ago, and
Right.
that he was part of the Ghetto Boys. That's all I know. But this is my first time ever hearing about Face Mob, and of course this album because this album came out like when I was not even 3 years old yet, so I have no idea.
All
Yeah.
right, cool. So I'm glad that we're all in the same boat. So, from what I gathered up, um, Scarface pretty much wanted to. This is around the time when the Ghetto Boys was on a hiatus or whatnot, and he pretty much wanted like to form his own group, like resembling the Ghetto Boys. And so, with that being said, like it came to the fact that the artists that was on Face Mob, they were all from 5 different states and shit. Like you had Devin the Dude, very dope MC, singer, very underrated icon in hip hop and shit like that. If you guys know like a lot about your Southern history, like a rap plot history, you would know the name Devin the Dude. He's from Florida. He was also on the group The Odd Squad, which they dropped this one album back in like '94, which was called Sad Enough for everybody. Which that album right there was very different from what you were used to when it comes to Rap A Lot Records because it was like more of like a lighthearted, kind of like a southern jazzy album and stuff like that. I need to get my hands on that album though, but it's kind of hard to come by, very out of print. And even Scarface himself has said that that was Rap A Lot's best album to date, in his opinion. And then you have Smith D from Houston, who was like a childhood friend of Scarface. You had 350. She was like the only female rapper, and pretty much she was part of the group after she gave Scarface a tape ad when he was performing in Cleveland and shit like that. She's from St. Paul. You got DMG, who was again one of Scarface's proteges. We've mentioned DMG when we talked about the World Is Yours album and shit like that. He had dropped a solo album called Rigor Mortis, which I heard some songs from the album, but I haven't heard everything from it, so don't quote me on that. And last but not least, we have Shai Ray, who's from Chicago. And pretty much, he was just in like a lot of talent shows, close to Scarface as well too. So pretty much like their first appearance on Wax, they appeared on the Walking Dead soundtrack album where they did like an uncredited appearance on the Scarface song Among the Walking Dead. But their really first appearance on Wax was on the Tales from the Hood soundtrack, where they did the song on FaceMob and shit too. So that was like the real appearance on Wax. And so with this album being like highly anticipated, it was finally released in 1996. And yeah, man, like I said before, like there's not really that much history regarding them. And especially it was kind of hard for me to pull up some of the lyrics online too and shit like that, especially on Rap Genius. So a lot of these songs, I'm gonna go off by ear and shit like that. Who did what? So yeah, man. This album has about 12 tracks. Let's get this shit started. Track number one is like the intro. Sets the whole tone of the fucking album and shit like that. Nothing to it when it comes to the intro, in my opinion.
Well, the intro was cool. You have pianos playing, and you have like a voice that says, "And now the end begins," and it had like a Godfather type of vibe to it. You know, getting ready for like some real like down south gangster shit on this album. I thought it was cool.
Respect, respect.
Yeah, the intro definitely did set a tone for this album here. It does. It could come across like to some people as like a little eerie or spooky, but it just pretty much leaves you in suspense of like what is the official song gonna sound like. That's what I got off of that.
Okay. Definitely, okay. And so like the intro leads us into the first track, which is called In the Flesh. Um Pretty much what I got from In the Flesh was like, motherfuckers repping their hood and whatnot. Pretty dope track right here. Like I said before, I really wanted to pull up to see who rapped what first, but the lyrics are just so. I should have wrote the lyrics down though, fuck, but I was just so lazy last night. Um, but I do want to say like Devin, DMG and 350 definitely did their thing on this one right here. Nice fucking beat. Definitely had that very dark, grimy beat that a lot of Rap A Lot albums definitely had. Them synthesizers. Y'all know they'll deal with that on this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So very dope track.
Yeah, definitely has that G funk, sound, nice beat. I believe it's the third guy on the track. I don't know his name at all, but I liked his verse. And he said, Southside nigga, what you wanted in my hood if you ain't Paul or Cuz, Vice Lords and all gangsters, GDs ready to catch you slipping and put that ass six beneath.
Oof.
But definitely a dope track to start off the album. But I don't know who was. I know the chick, like the chick on like from Face Mob. She for some reason she reminded me of the Brat, but like a Texas version of the Brat or whatever.
Interesting.
But like the way that she like was her aggressiveness on the mic, she reminded me a lot of the Brat, and I know Scarface of course and Devin the Dude, but the other cats I don't know, so that's why I just put the third guy on the track. I don't know his name, but I like this verse.
Mm. Yeah, man.
In the flesh, it's it's definitely a hardcore track right here. To be honest with you, it's just so raw and grimy, and it does give you like those West Coast G funk vibes, that gangster style that was so big back then. And I really wish they would have had like some like on Wikipedia that they had like the liner notes or something like this. Tell me who wrote what verse or
Yeah.
who did it, and I'm like, I can't tell who did it because it's like all of it was just so freaking good. Like the only person I know out of this group is Scarface. A lot of the other people that you mentioned earlier for the little synopsis of the group, I'm not really familiar with them, and that's the only part that bothers me about this whole thing.
Yeah, man. I myself didn't even realize this album was so obscure because, like I said, I just recently found out about this album. I would have thought like Rap Genius would have added a little something something and shit like that, but not even Rap Genius can help me out and stuff.
Mhm.
So damn. Okay. Other than that, next track he's gonna have us bank robbery. This is the track I really wanted to like, but I just felt like the beat could have been a little bit better in my opinion. Um, One thing about this album is just that 350 definitely stole the show off this whole album. I'm just gonna say that shit right now. Um, I wish I could have gotten some more information about her, but like I said, like there's not really that much shit online, pretty much. So I'm just gonna go by for what I got. So yeah, I just felt like this track could have been better. It was a bit too long for my taste. So yeah,
It was alright. It wasn't one of my favorites. They talking about a heist or whatever. The
yeah,
storytelling was cool. I like the pianos on it. But yeah, like 350, like she definitely killed every track on this album that she was on. And I remember Devin from he was on the Chronic 2001, so he has like
right.
a distinct voice when he's like either when he's rapping or when he's singing. But yeah, it was a cool track.
Yeah, bank robbery. I had some mixed feelings about it. Like, yeah, the beat could have been way better, but lyrically, it was good. It was just like of course the female of the group 350. Yeah, she did her thing throughout this whole album, especially with this song here. But I felt like maybe if the instrumentation would have been different, and maybe I probably would have liked it a lot more. You know?
Right. Yeah, and I definitely know what you're saying. Getting that, definitely
Yeah. Lyrically, it was good. It was just the beat and everything. It was just it came off whack.
for real. And it's like I said before, I really wanted to like this track right here, really did, but I just cannot really get myself to liking it. No shade, but
Mm-hmm.
um, which leads us into the next track, the coldest. Um, Another track which was good but not great in my opinion. Um, I don't know. I just felt like this track right here, it could have been. So, it was a very braggadocious song I got, but could have been a little bit better in my opinion.
I like the beat, I like the bass line. Again, I don't know who the hell is
Rapping with verse.
yeah. With the exception of Devin and Scarface and 350, I know them.
Right,
The other cats, I don't know which one is who, but one of them said, thinking about the times I reminisce the way back. I'm thinking, would I ever get to be or see where I'm at? Chi-town native nigga cold as fuck with this, cause I'm the man and can't nobody fuck with this. I like that verse on that track. I think that was a solid track on here.
Yeah, I'll admit the coldest. It was pretty much a track where they're all bragging in one way or another, which was I'll admit it, this was a dope song. I mean, like the beat, bass line, I love all of that. It was just like, dang. I really wish I would have known like the other people's names in this group, so that way I would know to distinguish who from who.
Exactly.
That's the only thing that's really bothering me about this whole album.
Hmm. Definitely see your point with that one and shit like that. Oh man, I like I said before. Yeah, Devin do definitely. His voice when it came to those choruses just has that southern flavor, that Houston flavor, whatnot. It's so fucking distinct, man.
Yeah.
So fucking distinct. Which leads us into Millions. This is probably my favorite track off this album. Pretty much just talking about how one gets lost like in the hustling and shit like that. And people were saying like you over here killing off people with the, like your drug selling and whatnot, but they're over here selling that they have to survive for themselves. They're trying to just make millions and stuff like that. It's like you maybe kill millions of children, but they're over here making millions of money. Very dope track. I love that beat to it. Just like a very somber kind of track that it could have placed easily on like Scarface and Diary or even the Untouchable too and whatnot. Devin the Dude definitely did his thing on that chorus and whatnot. DMG definitely did his thing. I want to say that was DMG on the track, him and Scarface and somebody else, but yeah, man.
Definitely a nice joint. It has like a slow and funky groove to it. Nice beat. Um, One of them said, "No, I'm now I'm out back straight, back getting paper, but now I'm getting it out of state." I like that part of the song. Was a nice solid track.
Millions, it had to take me a minute to let it grow on me, but it's just one of those storytelling tracks that it kind of takes you to a dark place in a sense, and I love the fact that it's telling like a story in its own way, and it's one of those songs where I could possibly imagine hearing it like in a dramatic scene, like in a movie from back in the '90s, because it feels as if it could fit in that moment.
Yeah, I definitely see what you're saying about that one. Definitely.
Yeah,
Like very relatable song too and shit. Like especially with what's going on today and stuff like that. People just
yeah.
do what they can do to survive and whatnot. That's just the best way to
Right.
explain that.
Hmm.
That was Millions. Track number 6, Tales from the Hood. Yeah, this is like I want to say the only single from this album. Pretty dope track right here. Love this track. Definitely had that vintage rap a lot sound towards it and whatnot. Video was dope too. Everyone did their thing. Scarface definitely did his thing on that one. Yeah, man.
Definitely a nice beat. Scarface killed it. He says, "I'm known to leave a motherfucker stiff, and I got niggas beside me from SA to the bloody fifth. Fire lines." Scarface was a legend. Definitely enjoyed this track.
Yeah, "Tales from the Hood" was a song that I liked too. I don't know what it was. It was just another one of those songs that was just so raw and real and in your face, and it had those legitimate gangster vibes that you would be hearing back in '96 and or '95, just years before. It's just a hardcore song, and I had no idea this was even a single back then.
Yeah, man. Like this track right here. I wish the album would definitely have like more songs like this, but yeah. Um, Next track, Respect Rude. Another song I really did not care for. I don't know. It just felt underwhelming to me. I don't know what it is. It just felt like really underwhelming to me. So yeah,
I think it was a dope G Funk track. Nice bass line. Beat was dope. Um, I want to say one of the other two cats. I don't know what's their names. DMG.
DMG and Shai Ray.
Mm.
Yeah, one of them cats. They had some nice bars.
Shai Ray.
He said, take for instance, on the south side, they ride by with their itchies hanging out the window, mean mugging all sides. Thought that was dope. I think it was a solid track on here. Just the two other members I'm not familiar with. Like I know Face and the chick, and I know Devin, but just the two other members I'm not familiar with at all. But they had some dope bars on this album.
Respect Rude. It was one of those songs that I really could not get into, even though I gave it a chance. It just really did not appeal to me whatsoever.
True. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this. Like I said, a lot of these songs they really have so much great ideas, but on paper it's so much great ideas, but now it's just like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like the performances like just for instance like Scarface 350. I mean yeah, Scarface 350, Devin and Dude definitely did it three. DMG was kind of hit or miss on this album, but I'm gonna say more of that like when we talk about the album in full. Which leads us into Stay True. Love this track. It's pretty much just like a weed smoking track. That's the best way to describe it. Again, this track right here best utilize Devin the Dude and stuff like that too. He has this line where he says, "On my dick just because I smoke weed, hell I drink brew. That's all I rap because bitch that's all I do. Ain't nothing new in the same shit you did, but the spotlight's on me because I influenced your kids. So you tell me I need to clean my mind, and I tell you you need to beat your child. So stop fucking with me because I never got me a degree, never went to college, but I just got back from skins and weed. Like,
Mm.
and that's like a as ignorant as that might sound to some and shit like that. It's a very realistic line because
Right.
motherfuckers like let's just say like you have a kid right,
Hmm.
and they usually seek to listen to like music like this just to get away or whatnot. But at the same time, they have the common sense not to do what the rappers are doing. It's just that you listen to music as a getaway. But then you have like these SJWs coming out of nowhere and stuff like that saying, "Oh well, you need to change your act. You can't be doing yada 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 all that shit." You know what I'm saying? But possibly it's just like what you're trying to say is just like maybe the way you're not disciplining your kids, right? Maybe you're just mad because the parents might think the kids look at these rappers as their role models or parents and some shit like that. Find some ways like to discipline your child more and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
Right.
definitely found that line to be very dope and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this track right here is very dope. I like this track. This is probably like my third or second favorite track off this album.
Definitely a funky bluesy track. Nice bass line, nice beat. I like Devin on the chorus. 360. I like her verse. He said, it seems the old school got played out by no rules. Put it down with FaceMob for life. I'm about to show foods.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely did her thing on that track. One of the solid tracks on this album.
Yeah, Stay True was another dope song that I can get into, and I don't know what it was about it. It just had that storytelling feel, and especially I like the verse that Reg was saying earlier. I think that's the most unforgettable verse on this track here. And God, I really wish I could like remember all the members who did it. Like whose verse was that, Reg?
The one I just rapped,
Hmm.
that was Devin the Dudes.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, his was dope. For some reason, that his verse stood out to me the most.
Yeah, like I said before, like if you like I mean, if you like that verse so much, like I would definitely check out some of his stuff, like he's done for Rap a Lot Records and stuff like that, because he definitely has that church church feel to his music. At the same time, it's not all the way gospel in
Right.
a way, if that
Hmm.
makes sense. So yeah, but definitely see what you're saying about that, because Devin the Dude definitely him and 350 definitely stole the show on this one. Um, Then we're gonna get into the other side. Pretty solid track. Pretty solid track right here. Like one of the more better tracks off this album and whatnot. I definitely like the beat. I want to say who did that beat? Who did that beat? If I can pull up the production credits, who did it? I want to say Ano Joe did that one. Cause it definitely has an Ano Joe sound to it, but it's not. I don't really see who the producer is on this one. So
Hmm.
yeah, man,
Mm.
definitely a very solid track.
Yeah, it was cool, funky tracks, nice groove. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, the other side, yeah, it was a very decent song, and I feel like I've heard that beat somewhere, but I just can't place it on top of my head right now. I just wish I was able to pinpoint exactly who did it on what album. For some reason, I feel like that beat was used somewhere else.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know. I know a lot of songs on Rap a Lot. They definitely sometimes they reuse the same sample.
Hmm.
They use the same sample and shit like that. Cause I know when I recently talked about Scarface the Diary, I didn't realize that they reused like two of the beats from the World Is Yours album and shit, which I found kind of interesting. But as long as it's used to great effects and shit like that, you know.
Hmm.
Yes. Yeah. Then we're gonna get into Black Women, Black Woman. This was I want to say 350 had a solo on this one. I want to say, but pretty much with this track right here, it's pretty much dedicated to all the fake hoes, as she would say it. Like, it's not you. We've heard tracks like this before. I'm just gonna say we've heard tracks like this before. Like people dedicating like all the hoes out there and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Pretty
Right.
solid track. I definitely wish like when it came to that they would have utilized her more and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I just felt like with this track right here, like anybody could have rapped over it and stuff like that, but still, it's still like one of the most better ones on this fucking cut right here. So yeah,
Definitely a dope track, real funky. Like once again, has that G funk sound. Devin the dude's actually on this one with her.
oh okay,
I like his verse where he says, you know about places I go and how much time I need. I'm trying to make something happen with this rapping. I ain't just smoking weed. Definitely some fire lines by him. And yeah, I like it. I think it was a dope song and a relevant song even now. So,
Yeah, Black Woman. When I first heard this song, I thought it was just gonna be one of those tracks dedicated to all the good black females out there. That had me fooled.
right,
That's till I found out that it was pretty much talking about the most scandalous females that be running the streets. Pretty much, I'm like, wow, that's so twisted, but in a good way.
right.
I commend them for going that route because I would never in a million years would have thought that one bit. It was smart and it was a decent song. I give them kudos for pulling that off.
Yeah, it's definitely see what you're saying on that one. It's something original and shit too. So
Hmm.
okay. The last official track off this album is called Rivals. A song I kind of wish could have been a little bit better itself. I don't know. It's like I said, it's a cool song, but we've kind of heard this before and shit like that. So I'm just kind of like,
it was cool. I like the beat. 350 once again. She did her thing. She said, I'm with the mob, so I ain't pressed about shit. Keep that 9mm cocked for them niggas I want to set trip. Definitely dope. Definitely killed it. I thought it was dope. It was a good track.
respect.
Yeah, I thought Rivals was a good track too, but it was one of those songs that had to take me a minute to let it grow on me to begin with. But like the more I kept listening to this album, I'm like, okay, yeah, this song. Song sounds pretty good. Wasn't bad.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And the last track off this album is like the outro. It's pretty much, a nice way to end off the album and stuff like that.
It's basically the same intro. It's
Yeah,
the same intro that they use for the outro. I don't know why they use the same thing
yeah,
because the voice on the song saying the same thing. So
yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much the same instrumentation, still same like setup that we heard in the intro. Pretty much, I thought it was gonna be an outro that sounded different from the intro to begin with, but
right.
it was pretty much the same.
Mm, yeah, man. And then that leads us into the final of this album. Um, Overall, so I'm gonna be particularly honest with this album and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Be honest. This album could have been so much better. For what it was, it was like solid lyrically. Like, of course, Scarface, he's always dope lyrically, man. There's no question about that. But I just felt like, other people, like, I just feel like with other people, like, Shai Ray, or who else? The other cat.
BMG.
Well, I was gonna say DMG for later because I have a. Well, yeah, but I can say it because like DMG himself, like I've read a lot of fans say how he could have been so much better because they felt like his lyrical performance was a little underwhelming here too and shit like that. And it's kind of crazy because like when I first heard him on the I was talking about Smith D was the other one because like I said before, like I first heard him on the Getter Boys track Bring It On and shit like that, and he definitely did his thing on that one. But I don't know, maybe let me hear the rigor more of this album though because I want to hear that album first and shit like that. But 350, she definitely did a thing on it. I just definitely wish like she would have been on some more stuff and stuff like that because like I said, it's the first time I've heard about her and shit. But yeah, man, I just wish this album had some better ideas. Like on paper, it sounded pretty good, but certain song ideas they just couldn't like really get it right in my opinion and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. But like I said before, I'm gonna give this album probably like a 3.5 out of 5 and shit like that, just to be on the safe side. Because at the end of the day, it still has that rap a lot sound. You still got Scarface, Devin, 350, definitely doing their thing and shit like that. Yeah, man. But if you're expecting like something like the Ghetto Boys, you're probably gonna be a little disappointed with it because it's like something different that they're trying to do.
I thought it was a cool album. Like the production alone was real funky and melodic and gangster at times. They had that G funk sound in them on certain tracks. I think 350 did her thing, and Devin the Dude, I think he did his thing, and it should have had more Scarface on the album. I mean, he's on the album cover is his group. I
Right.
would have thought he would have been more, had more features, but I thought it was a cool album. Like I said, like I'm not big on Scarface and Face Mob like that, but just from the first time hearing it, I thought it was a solid album.
For it being my first time hearing FaceMob, overall, I feel like the album was pretty good. I mean, there were some songs that I didn't care too much for, others that were either good or decent for the most part. But I feel like there were a couple of tracks off here that I felt like maybe they could have been um played on the radio or promoted in a certain way. I don't know how all this went down back then. I don't know if it was like lack of promotion for them not getting a lot of their songs out there like that or what the deal was to be real. But for it to be my first time hearing about Face Mob and listening to this album, I'll just rate it 3 out of 5.
Okay, that seems fair enough. Fair enough.
Mhm.
So yeah, and that's what you call face map, other side of the law. Okay, you know, and that is actually my last review before I go on a break. Just throwing it out there. Other than that, I'm kind of glad we talked about this album on some real shit. Kind of glad we did talk about that because I don't think anybody else talks about the album and just shed light on the rap a lot roster.
Yeah, and plus, I don't think not a whole lot of people know who they are or who they were to begin with. Because I'm one of them. Because I had no idea to begin with, and I haven't heard their name getting mentioned a lot back, like on BET or nothing. Like
True,
I don't know, it's probably one of them groups that were heard of or like hit under the radar or something.
definitely. I definitely see what you say and shit like that. Um, yeah, man. And so starting tomorrow, we are definitely going to talk about the long-awaited book collection and stuff like
Yes.
that, which I cannot wait to talk about because I got a certain book I finally got, which I know a lot of people are going to be kind of surprised about, but yeah, it's something we kind of always want to do, like talk about certain books. Just something different I want to do on the channel and shit. I don't know. I have a lot of books, so I feel like I'm gonna definitely show everything all at once. So stay tuned on that. Definitely stay tuned on that. Um, I can answer a few questions. Ronnie said no limit or rap a lot. Oh, rap a lot, bro. Rap a lot.
I didn't listen to others, so
Yeah,
No
I didn't.
Limit. I probably gotta go with C Murder because C Murder is and Wheezy, not Wheezy, C Murder because that's really the only No Limit shit I have off the label. I didn't wasn't into Master P and everybody else on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no limit either because I know there was some stuff I heard on the radio when I was growing up that I was more familiar with, even though I don't have physical albums of certain no limit artists or whatever. And
Hmm.
only because I'm not too familiar with rap a lot.
True, true. Yeah, man. Like to me, it's like with no limit. I kind of became a fan of them in like I want to say like a couple of years. Like
Right.
ago, I started like really listening to the discography because I was like the I was not really the biggest quote unquote Master P fan, but now it's like I look at him like entrepreneur wise. When he dropped
Right.
when he with True and shit like that. Even like some of the earlier stuff like he did like the Gale's Trying to Kill Me, Mr. Ice Cream Man, which that's an album I've always loved and stuff like that. I kind of
Right.
like the when he was like claiming the rich men more and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, but with rap a lot, I just grew up on the Ghetto Boys and the Scarfaces and the Odd
Right.
Squads and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Hell, the Willie D's and shit too. Which hold up, where's that album? Oh, definitely got to talk about this album after the break and shit. I'm going out like a soldier, man. This shit's crack. Fucking crack.
Check that out. Never listened to Willie D, so I'm gonna check that one out.
Yeah, I would start with that one to be honest. Then I would go to his first album, Controversy. Um, favorite so deaf artist.
Hmm.
Mm, the Brad.
Yeah,
R&B included or just rap?
R&B.
question didn't say.
Yeah,
I gotta go with Crisscross because that was my group. Gotta go with them.
yeah. I would definitely say Escape, the Brad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll get
Yeah,
Um,
Escape, Crisscross. Yeah.
yeah. I know you if y'all are fans of Jagged Edge, but yeah,
Oh
y'all
yeah.
yeah, y'all can have the Jagged Edge. Yeah, like I said, I never really been too big on Jagged Edge like that. Like like they had some dope
Right.
cuts, but I never
Yeah.
they never been like an oh my god, I gotta listen to them and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, they got some hits. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like,
Yeah, they were dope. Were dope.
yeah, yeah, J.E. Heartbreak. Yeah, that album. Oh my God.
Classic. That to me
Yeah,
is their best album.
yes. I remember my mama had that album, but she ended up losing that one. So maybe
Oh
one day
no.
I'll find it to replace it for her for her birthday or for the holidays later on this year or something.
Yeah, Jay, that's the album with that
Right.
track "Let's Get Married," right?
Yeah,
Okay,
it has "Let's Get Married,"
Yes.
"Promise."
I love that "Promise" track. That's trash.
Yes, that's my
Keys to the
favorite.
Range. Hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
See, if they would have just dropped J.E. Heartbreak alone, man, I would have said yeah, they would have been on that.
Right.
But like I said before, it was just like a lot of backstage stuff happening and stuff like that. The Thugs Need Love
Right.
era, which I kind of mentioned and shit. Um, yeah. Speaking of that, y'all ready for this Juneteenth? I know Alicia Keys and John Legend gonna have a versus battle.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about that a little bit last night. I'm like, uh-oh.
Hmm. Go
I mean,
Alicia.
they're both incredible artists, yeah, but it'll definitely be a very interesting live to tune in.
Mhm.
Mm. Yeah, I definitely. Like I know a lot of people want to say what's his name? What's his name?
John
John. I
Legend.
know a lot of people say John Legend kind of got is gonna get beat, but at the same time, people be sleeping on John Legend though.
Yes, he dope. He got some.
John got some good.
I
Yeah,
like
he
both of
he
them,
got
but
some good,
I'm more
good
Alicia.
stuff. Yeah.
Hell, in my
John
opinion,
Legend.
I'd rather listen to John Legend's 2010 shit than Alicia Keys' 2010 shit. If that makes sense.
I disagree. I think she has. I think all her albums are good. I think the last one here was a good album, and the one before that, I don't think she has like a really bad album. Because you see, the thing with Alicia Keys never followed any trends. Like she and John Legend always went against the grain, and that's what
Mhm.
I like about them because they're still bringing real R&B. They're not trying to go out there and use auto tunes and get Migos on
Or
their
some
albums.
sort of
That's not them.
gimmick, right?
Right, that's not them. They
Yeah.
always go against the grain, and that's what I like about them.
They always stay to their true, authentic selves, and that's what's really
Right,
missing in today's R&B nowadays.
right,
True, true. Like I said, it's like with Alicia, man. It's just like anything after Element of Freedom, besides the Here album. I kind of hit or miss with that, in my opinion. But
right.
yeah, Ronnie said favorite song for the Jackson Five. Ooh,
Oh my God, man!
Um,
Mm.
favorite song from the Jackson Five.
Blame it on the boogie.
I like Can You Feel It and ABC. Blame on Boogie.
I'm
All
gonna
those
go
joints.
with Everybody from the Triumph album. Oh,
Yep.
everybody get down on. That's another album we do have to talk about those later Jackson Five albums and shit.
Oh, another favorite
Right.
Jackson 5 song is "Shake Your Body Down to the Ground." I like that.
I
That was a
love
good one.
Mm-hmm.
it. Who else? What else? What else? That one track. That they did for the maybe tomorrow. Never can say goodbye. That's another.
Oh yes.
Great song.
Wait. That one. Did they do it first, or did Isaac Hayes do it first?
They did it first.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was written by Clifton Davis, the Reverend from Amen too. So.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Right.
Definitely. Let's see what else. Jodeci versus Drew Hill.
Oh.
Jodeci.
Joe.
Oh my God. Mm. That'd be a good live video to have, but I'm have to go with Drew Hill. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, because like they both have. Wait, hold up. Yeah, they both got 4 albums.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Ooh, but
That'd be a good one to watch. Like oof.
but Loki though, I to keep it a buck. As much as I love Jodeci, I will probably listen to Drew Hill's first album than Forever My Lady, just to keep it a buck.
Same
Okay.
here. Same
And
here.
that's nothing against Forever My Lady because that album's a classic. Both
Yeah.
albums are classics, but
Right.
Right.
now Diary from Mad Band, I will listen to that over Enter the Drew any fucking day.
I got into the Drew. Okay.
Yeah, man, because like I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep saying this. I'm gonna fucking keep saying this, man. Diary of a Mad Band is one of the greatest albums
Classic.
of all time. I don't give a fuck
Classic.
what nobody says.
Classic.
I'm gonna have to cop Jodeci stuff one day.
Shit, like Devontae was on crack when he made fucking beats.
Literally, he was
That nigga
on
was
crack when he did that album.
just the production alone, the shit that these motherfuckers are
Yep.
doing now, they were doing that shit back in that fucking album.
Yes.
Yep. For real.
Mm. That whole futuristic R&B shit that everyone's doing started with that
They've
fucking
been
album.
doing that since like the late '90s. What y'all talking about? Like, people nowadays act that's like, oh, that's brand new. No, it ain't.
Right.
Shit.
Yep.
Hell, yo, try.
Yeah.
You listen to Chloe and Halle, right?
I know of them. I ain't hear the album though.
Yeah, I didn't hear the album either, but Reg sent me to their music videos today for
Uh-huh.
Do It and what's that other song? Dang it. I forgot that quick. Oh my god. Yeah, for Do It and trying to see if I can pull it up now. Hold on. Yeah,
We
Do
might
It
have to
and
do a discussion on that.
Do It and Forgive Me. That was the name of those songs. They weren't bad.
Yeah. It's just that I'm not the biggest Chloe and Halle fan, but they're trying to be sex symbols now. They're just trying to be sex symbols now, just from the videos. I'm just like,
They don't need to try.
y'all already beautiful as it is.
Yes.
Like you can tell, like, and they are Beyonce's artists too and shit like that. So
Yeah.
they think that they can do anything, and people would just not catch them on it. But like me and my homeboy, we'll talk about that fucking shit. It was like they used to be fucking girl next doors. Now they're the girls you want to fuck next door and shit. You know?
Oh god.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we might have to do a discussion on that Diary of a Madman one day.
Oh yeah.
I'm down. I'm fucking down, man.
Because
I'm already
I'm gonna write a list. I'm gonna write a list for possible ideas after this whole
we,
thing.
we,
So,
me and Rich talked about doing that, like 100 greatest R&B albums of all time or something.
Yeah, that's coming later on this
Yeah.
year.
oh
Yeah,
my
we
god.
were supposed to do that. We talked about that like 2 years ago. We didn't do it yet.
Yeah, we're
Oh.
gonna do it this summer because
Yeah,
I still have to.
that's definitely gonna be on my list for sure.
There's a lot of good material R&B wise. Woo! There's gonna be a lot to go over.
And when we talk about R&B, we can talk about like soul, funk, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So what? Anything like the 70s up to the early 2000s?
It can be like 60s, like
Yes.
late
Okay.
up to now.
Okay, cool.
Any ever. Right.
All right.
Cause like I still want to add some Otis Redding. Don't get me wrong. I know my shit about Otis. I know my shit about Smokies and stuff
Marvin
like
Gaye
that.
and Tammy.
I mean, what R&B list would that be without Marvin and Tammy?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah. One day we definitely got to talk about one of those albums you were mentioning to me. What, United or Easy?
We're gonna talk about the United album first and shit.
Okay.
But the one where it's alleged that Tammy Terrell did not perform, I'm kind of indifferent about reviewing that here. But I'll tell the story one day and shit.
Okay.
because it was when she was really sick with a brain tumor.
Oh,
And
right, right.
Valerie Simpson, of Ashford and Simpson,
Mm-hmm.
allegedly, dubbed some of the voices and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying?
I did not
Right.
know that.
Yeah. Also, I'm already planning on re-reviewing 6 R&B albums. So, like Diary of Madman is included. I Want You by Marvin is included. So stay tuned on the last 4 because yeah. Um, Favorite song from Aretha Franklin. Hmm.
Jump, jump to it.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
I'm gonna go with United Together.
mm.
Sounds good.
A rose is still a rose.
Oh,
That was a
oh.
good one.
Okay, we got a lot of latter Aretha favorites here. Okay, all right.
Mhm.
Y'all heard of Jennifer Hudson doing an Aretha Franklin movie?
Yes.
I'm low key not here for it.
Oh God.
I don't think I'll be here for it. I'm sorry.
So
I don't have nothing against Jay Hudson,
Right.
but I don't want to see her be Aretha. I don't think. I mean, I know Aretha picked her, but still, I don't. I have mixed feelings about it.
Hey, I mean, hey, if the Queen of Soul picked her for a reason, she has complete faith that she's gonna pull it off.
Mm,
It's just a matter of what we'll see on the screen.
that is true.
Yeah.
MOP versus Onyx. I got MOP. I think that a better discography than
Yeah,
Onyx did.
yeah. MOP never had a bad album.
Onyx got a couple of bad albums. you know,
Oh man,
after Shut Them Down, they got a couple of bad albums.
Back to Fuck Up 2.
Yeah,
That trigger. I think it was called trigonometry or whatever that
Trigonometry.
shit
Yeah,
was. Oh
yeah.
shit. Sticky Fingers second album. Oh
Oh
fuck.
Lord,
Oh fuck. Oh
yeah.
fuck. Don't get me started on Federal Star.
Oh
Ooh.
Lord.
Oh,
Hey, I seen a new movie with Fred Joe. It's called Equal Standard
what?
with Ice T did it and Tretch is in it and Fredro
I heard about that.
and yeah, it was good.
I I never heard
It's
of
a
it.
movie. It's about like one of they on like this black cop on the police force. One of his partners shoot one of his own and and well actually he shot one of his own and they thought it was like he did on purpose or whatever, but it was a good film though.
Mm.
Interesting.
And Selena Johnson plays his wife in that film.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Shit. Okay. Yes, Sam. Shut him down. Don't worry. That album is coming. It is coming. It's coming. It's gonna come. Trust me. I know y'all keep asking about HNIC. Shut them
We
down.
willing to get the physical here.
Shit. You know what? Fuck it. I think I might just do that one without the physical, cause like at this point, I really do gotta save some money on shit. So,
Right.
um, favorite
Favorite
song.
Shaka Khan song.
Ooh.
I feel for you.
Yeah, feel free. Yep.
I'll probably go with Through the Fire.
That was good.
It had a dope video too.
hmm That's what put Kanye on the map. Just sampling that song.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite song from Smokey.
Mm.
Quiet Storm.
So wait. With this question about Smokey, it was just his soul stuff or him doing stuff with the miracles?
I mean, it can be either.
Oh. Okay. Mm.
I don't got one.
Okay, with the miracles, I like Mickey's Monkey. Solo wise, I know he did songs for the Temptations miniseries soundtrack. I like the track he did, Be Careful What You Wish For.
Okay.
I know my dad still has that soundtrack too. He has that one and the Jackson miniseries soundtrack.
That's out of print.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you would think like with fucking Jacksons and Michael Jackson, that album would still be in print and shit. But
Right.
Actually, I was able to find it on Amazon, but it's a little pricey at the moment.
Yeah.
Not unless you get like
Ebony
a
Eyes.
copy of it.
But that I like Ebony Eyes, but that's more like Rick James, right? That's
Yeah,
on Rick
yeah,
James
that's
album.
correct. Yeah.
Ebony Eyes.
Yeah, I
That
still
video,
love that song, even though that video was
video is
Crying for more. Oh, Loki.
shit.
Rick's performance in that video reminded me of R. Kelly's performance in the "I Can't Sleep Baby" video and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which
You know I
one?
love that song too, R. Kelly
No
though.
video.
Oh, because you got the regular version and the remix.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, the remix one with him like singing in the rain and shit. With Puffy's in that video with him.
Oh my god.
He dancing, isn't he?
Yep.
Why is he not dancing in the video?
Nah,
Come on.
he wasn't. I don't think he was dancing. There was. I remember they were just like on like leaning against the car, and it was like just raining. I'm like, why are they singing in the rain? Yo? It was just dumb. It was a dumb video.
Yeah, that's Puffy.
Yeah.
All day. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, Ronnie, the Ebony Eyes video was definitely cheesy.
Yes.
That was bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw that at BET, that top 25 countdown and shit. And this was like when I was really getting into Rick James music.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, man. Like when I was little, they made Rick James like he was like. And this was around the time when the Chappelle Show sketch was still fairly popular.
Right.
It's like the way they would talk about like Rick James and shit like that. It was
Right.
like some kind of like superhero, some crazy super, some mythological creature or some shit. Like I'm Rick James, bitch. Like doing damn well. We all know Rick James never said no shit like that.
No.
Shit.
Wait. He did end up saying it one time at an award show before his passing. I'm pretty sure of that.
Oh yeah, yeah. We already know that.
Oh yeah.
Favorite Rick James album, Street Songs.
Mm.
Love that album.
Busting out the 7-Eleven.
That was good.
Oh yeah, man. When it comes to Rick James and shit like that, man, you don't expect me to say like a lot of his classic albums, like street songs and shit like that. I like street songs, but I'm more for like a fan of his obscure ones like Garden of Love and the Bustin' Out and the hell even the fucking Throwing Down album.
Right.
Yeah. What did y'all think of the Glow album though?
I haven't heard that in a long time. Like minus Ebony Eyes, I haven't heard that in a long time.
I haven't listened to that one.
True.
I gotta hear that again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one of the Pointer Sisters did die.
Yeah, Bun.
Okay. R.I.P. to her, because I saw this question.
Yeah, because I saw a few celebs post her photo on Instagram and stuff this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to like the Pointer Sisters, I respect them musically, but I've never been like a quote unquote fan of them. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, like they had that one track, Fire, which I met her in my car. Like, that track right there. He's So Shy was a dope track.
Right.
I'm so excited. Everyone knows that track.
Oh yes. Yep.
Shit, man. Like,
Neutron Dance from Beverly Hills Cop.
I have to re-listen to that one.
Yeah, that one was good.
They even did a cover of Prince's Automatic too, if I'm not mistaken.
Automatic, right? That was a good one too.
I think they did a cover of that one.
That's from the 80s. That one.
Oh no, that wasn't the cover that they did.
That wasn't the Prince cover?
Nah,
The automatic joint?
nah. Cause it was actually an entirely different song. I know one of them did a Prince cover. I'm not too sure which Prince song they did a cover of though.
I want to say automatic was in a movie also. I forgot what movie they played it in though.
I can look it up.
Yeah.
Oh, even the shit that they did in that for the car wash movie. You got to believe.
Yeah.
Like
That's
Yes.
good.
Yes.
that was good too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit go hard. Like,
Oh yeah, I've seen that movie a couple of times, and that never gets old.
Right.
for real, man. Why not believe in me? Ooh,
Yeah. And
Ice Cube
yeah, you
sample.
know that Ice Cube's album we went over. Remember that one
Lethal
song
Injection,
where
yeah.
he used that sample in it? Yeah.
Lethal Injection.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, man. And I like the way he used that sample too. He made that shit sound so grimy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, Ronnie, I don't think you're ready. Favorite song from the Ohio Players?
Love Roller Coaster.
You said what?
Love Roller Coaster.
Okay.
Fire.
Mm.
That's used in like a lot of commercials and shit. So
Yes.
I'm gonna go with Alone. Cause Sugarfoot, when Sugarfoot hit that, somebody get me off this floor, man. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, fuck it. I think Sugarfoot a bad motherfucker, man. Shit.
right.
I thought, Ronnie, you asked that Boys to Men versus New Edition question before, did you?
Yeah,
No
yeah, I
Audition.
remember he asked that. Dang,
I
that
can't go
was
against No Audition. It would be No Audition over everybody. So No Audition for
yeah,
me.
yeah, that's hard.
That's my favorite group of all time. So
No,
Oh,
no, you know what? I would be more impressed if it was New Edition versus New Kids.
I'll
I
go
love
with
New
New
Kids.
Edition.
I'm still going with No Audition. I'm still going with No Audition. So
Yeah, but try. Didn't you say you grew up with New Kids and New Edition?
I grew up, yeah, I grew up with both, but it's I think New Edition had the members had the better solo career compared to New Kids on the Block. But New Kids sold more than them, but that's not their fault because their manager, he left New Edition and started New Kids on the Block.
He was a slimy motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
I
there was
love both of them. But I gotta go with New Edition.
saying, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I know there are different interpretations saying that, oh, New Edition let go of Maurice Starr and blah blah
Right,
blah.
right.
Mm. Oh, Ronnie, you said Minus Honey. Okay. Yeah. What you know about that fucking Honey album though? That shit's like classy funk right there and shit, you know? Favorite member from 112. Oh, Slim.
Slim.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit. Um yeah, man, it's funny, like all this talk about R&B just makes me want to start this fucking list tonight and shit, you know? Cause
That's the way you go out.
one album, I'm just gonna spoil Amy Winehouse's Frank album.
Is that considered R&B?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Favorite New Kids on the Block album? The Hanging Tough for me.
Face the music.
Same.
No love for
I mean, I
Step by
like it.
Step.
I like Hanging Tough. I got the OG copy in my room. It's just
Mm.
that, like, when you think of their career, of course, I mean, Hanging Tough and Step by Step were their biggest selling albums to date. But of course, Step by Step, of course, that single sold like 4 million plus copies when it dropped.
Right.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, speaking of Step by Step, they just celebrated the 30th anniversary of that album this weekend.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that joint dropped 30 years ago. Yep.
Favorite D'Angelo song. Damn, bro. Ronnie always asks the tough questions on you.
Brown Sugar.
Shit, damn motherfucker.
Yeah,
I had to go there. I have to fucking go there.
The Root. I always loved that one off of Voodoo.
Okay.
The Root, great song.
Da, 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 da. I always felt like that fucking scene was used very well. Used very well in the movie The Wood.
Yeah.
I always felt like it was used very well because fucking I always like seeing Tay Diggs get his ass beat in movies. I don't know why. I don't know why, but every movie I always like seeing his ass. It could be a movie or a show, but whenever his ass gets beat up or threatened, I don't know why. It just always puts a good happiness inside of me.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Like, oh boy. Even in Empire when Jussie character killed him.
Like, I forgot he was on there too.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
Wow.
I know he's feeling bad about that whole situation, that whole scandal and all that.
No, I was talking about Tay Diggs. I forgot he was on Empire for a minute.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Shit. The only movie he didn't get his ass, I don't think he got his ass beat on how Stella got her groove back. I don't think.
No, he didn't.
Nah.
No.
He escaped the ass whooping on it.
He did escape. He was threatened.
Oh God.
Oh, man. Or how Clifton what's his name? Clifton Powell. Powell. He's always playing the bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
He is.
One of the
In
greatest
every
actors
movie.
of all time.
It could be like a bootleg film. He playing the bad guy in that too.
And where?
There's a movie I saw on Tubi TV called King of Newark, and he's like a bad guy in that. But he got his ass kicked in that though. That was like one of those hood films I went to like straight to DVD. Like AZ was in that. They had Black Rob make the cameo.
I know a lot of people hated him when he did Woman Thou Art Loosed.
Oh God.
The only movie I know he didn't play a bad guy was Why Do Fools Fall in Love?
Yeah.
Technically Ray. Technically.
Yeah.
Played a hip hop story. Selma, Lord Selma.
Right.
Everything else, yeah, he just played a shiesty, shady character. He's like one of the best actors of all time. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Like, that's a nigga I don't want to hear no motherfucker disrespect in my fucking house. Like, you can talk about Tay Diggs, but don't talk about Clifton right now.
Oh God.
Sam said favorite Dipset song. Ooh, damn.
Damn.
I'm gonna go with Real Niggas from the first Dipset album.
What's the joint they did Nas on?
Hate Me Now?
Nah, it was a I really mean it. That joint, like that joint. Yeah, that joint was good. The first Dipset album is a classic album.
Very, man. They should just stop with that one, in my opinion. The second one was trash.
Oh yeah. You saw the movie, Ronnie? Huh?
Y'all knew that came out with another album in 2018?
Yeah.
Oh, they came out with like an EP, but I didn't like it though.
Oh.
They're still doing videos for that EP too.
What?
Yeah, I just saw last week. I just saw a new video from them. And Jewels is in it, so it's like an old video before he went to prison.
Oh.
Yeah, Ronnie. Havoc was in that movie King of Newark. I forgot about Havoc. And you sent it from me.
I didn't know Havoc could be as an actor.
Nah, them niggas can't act. They were just in there for cameos, man. Like AZ was playing basically the same character he played in Belly. I'm like, this is the same character he played in Belly. You know?
Yeah, I was just rewatching Belly. I was laughing at that part when Demon's like, yeah, nigga, strip, nigga. Strip, nigga. Like, yeah, I'm a hard ass nigga, but I'm gonna tell a nigga to strip for me. Okay.
Wow.
You gonna sit there butt naked?
Favorite Eminem song, "The Way I Am." Definitely one of his best songs ever.
I'm gonna go with. I might be in a minority or a majority. Fuck it. I'm gonna go with "Lose Yourself."
Yeah.
Great song too. I love that. Yeah. I'm Ready. I love that one too. That was a good song.
Yo, put that shit away. Where'd you get that from? My mom's. Oh shit. Yeah, Ronnie. I knew he was a nephew of Melvin Franklin.
Oh, you talking about Rick?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've known that too.
Yep. Guilty Conscience. That was a good one.
Oh, remember me? That's a classic.
Yeah. Sticky did his thing on that one.
Shut the fuck up.
That's when he was signed to Aftermath. He ain't dropped nothing though.
Of course. Niggas signed the Aftermath around that time. They ain't even drop shit.
Yeah. Dre was bullshitting with them, man. He was signing like all kind of artists and they ain't dropping. Joel Ortiz, Rakim. What wasn't Stat Core with him or he was on Shady?
I think Stat was on Shady.
Oh, okay. You know, Bishop Lamont, he ain't dropped. And I remember hearing Bishop Lamont songs on Sirius Radio back then. He never dropped no album. You know, Sticky was on there. He was like mad people on there. King T was on there.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I heard an interview where King T said he kind of regretted leaving Aftermath.
Right. That was on Vlad, the Vlad interview.
Yeah.
I saw that, yeah. But they have that the Kingdom Come album. That's actually online though. You can listen to that online.
Oh shit, okay. You listen to
Yeah. I had a website. I gotta look for the website. I had a website with the album on it.
Low key, man, that For Life album is one of the greatest West Coast albums of all time.
Yeah, no doubt.
Top to bottom, production wise, it was like King T was in some rare form of that album and shit. And I'm not like the biggest King T fan.
Right.
I do got the Act the Fool album from '88 though, which is pretty straight, but I'm more of a fan like the Trifling album and For Life album.
Favorite MOP album, Firing Squad.
Firing Squad, yeah.
I love Warriors too. I think Warriors is highly slept on.
Yo, to the death though, that's the slept
to the death. Yes, that was dope. First Family for Life, that was dope.
Yo, Spotify, y'all need to have that To the Death album on your fucking streaming services and shit. Y'all bullshitting. How about some hardcore? Yeah, we like it raw. And that was Hype Williams' first video too. Oh shit.
Blue Steel was my joint on there. Fire joint.
I'm gonna go off about 5.
Belly or Into Deep? I gotta go with Belly. Into Deep, I actually went to see though. That was a good film also.
True. Favorite character off Menace to Society? O-Dog.
Yeah, O-Dog. He said they got it on Apple Music, the MOP album.
Of course they would have it on Apple.
Yeah.
They want you to pay for it.
Yeah,
YouTube might have it though. YouTube might have like at least some of their albums. I don't know if they have all of them.
Yeah, but I like listening to my music mostly through streaming services. Well, unless it's like an out of print album, then I'll just go to YouTube.
Yeah.
But fucking, they do this fucking shit. Where it's like when it's a certain album that you're looking for, and it's not on Spotify. You got to go on YouTube. Like,
yeah.
Right.
Shit. Strip nigga.
What was he gonna do if he didn't like strip? Was he gonna shoot him anyway?
Oh my god!
He's gonna shoot you anyway, right? So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
He'll probably do what them niggas did in Straight Outta Compton with that butt naked ass get the fucking dogs and shit.
Oh
my god.
Yeah, out of all the scenes that was that was that one scene I was just like, Bro, really?
Right. I was like,
Butt
Like,
naked.
was that really necessary?
Nino did that in New Jack City with one of the tenants in the Carter apartments.
But see
He
that,
had like a shotgun to the dude ass, and he was like walking in outside and shit.
that was different because Nino
Mm.
Brown was a fucking savage. Like that whole shit in Death Row, that was just completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Nino Brown, that's why he's like one of the greatest movie characters of all time, man. Wesley
Right.
did his fucking thing on that one. Like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that one scene where he grabbed that fucking little girl when he was getting shot
Right.
at.
Right at the wedding reception. Yeah,
Yo, murderer, Nino.
that was crazy.
I see you killed too many people. Nino.
Mm.
She thought she was really doing something. He just grabbed her by the fucking head, pulled a fucking wire.
What the old man call him at the end of the movie in the courtroom?
He said,
What he call him?
Aretha,
The
your
fuck is that?
soul is required in hell.
Oh my god! I didn't even know what the hell he said. I'm like, what? What do you call him?
Yeah, like
I thought his name was Nino.
Right. Aretha, you
Oh my
reap
god!
what you sow.
The old man was funny, yo.
Hey, I want to know what you're gonna do with all that crime, though.
Imagine they put that old man in the movie Juice, and he replaced old man Quillis. He would have, them niggas would have been afraid of that nigga, yo.
oh my god.
Oh shit. Oh man.
That's funny.
Oh, you said To the Death. It's on Spotify. Oh, bet. Thank you for making my night. Oh shit.
Illmatic
other
or
one-
Ready to Die? I
You said
can't answer
Illmatic
that.
already
Bro.
died?
Can't answer that, Ron. What's wrong with you?
Wait, what was he asking?
Illmatic or Ready to Die? I can't answer that. That's like,
Oh my
do I want a hot
god.
dog or burger?
That's like
Can't answer
asking. That's asking what's going on. Well, let's get it on. Shit.
You can't answer that. Let that be in an album tournament, then I would answer it. If that was like in an album tournament, and I had to pick for the next one, if that was like a championship round, then I would pick. But can't answer that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's two classic albums right there. If I say Illmatic, then I'm disrespecting Biggie's legacy. If I say Ready to Die, then I'm disrespecting Nas. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna probably go with Illmatic, to be honest.
You would?
Yeah, man, because I love Ready to Die to death, no pun intended. But Ready to Die had that one track I didn't really care for. Respect.
Friend of mine. Oh, Respect? You don't like Respect?
Friend of mine grew on me.
Okay.
I never got around to Respect.
See, Respect, I didn't care for Friend of Mine is okay, but it's a track that I could skip over.
Mm-hmm.
But Respect, I love that, Diana King on the chorus and shit. You know what I mean? But I can't pick Ronnie. Like that's
hard.
sacrilegious, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's a hip hop sacrilegious act. I cannot pick between Illmatic or Ready to Die.
yeah, man. Would you rather pick Illmatic or Reasonable Doubt?
Oh,
I pick Illmatic. See, Reasonable Doubt for me, it was always a solid album, but I never felt like it was classic. I mean, I don't know, because for me, I didn't start buying our Jay-Z albums till Volume 2. So that's why I always feel like Volume 2 is a classic to me, because that's when I actually bought a Jay-Z album. I didn't buy Volume 1 until years later. And Reasonable Doubt, I don't even have Reasonable Doubt in my collection. I never bought Reasonable Doubt. Reasonable Doubt is a great album, but I will pick Illmatic over that.
Yeah, I would definitely pick Illmatic over Reasonable Doubt.
But I mean, if people feel like it's a classic, that's great. I never, you know what I mean? Like looking back now, you'd be like, yeah, it's a classic. I mean, because Jay-Z over the years dropped some shitty albums. So like looking back, like, yeah, it's a classic compared to 444 or Magna Carta. But you know what I'm saying? Like the Volume 2, I love that more than Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah, man. Because Volume 2, man, I have to be real. That's the one that's kind of going on me too. Because I remember years ago, I hated that fucking album with a passion.
Right. I bought
I was like,
that the same. I bought that the same day. I bought Noriega Nore. Both of those albums the same day,
oh wow.
and I let one of my cousin was such a big Jay-Z fan. I let her open that, and I let her I let her hold that, and then I listened to Nore, and then I took back Volume 2 from her and listened to that. I'm like, yo, that's like one of the best days ever to like buy both of those albums. Great album.
Yeah, I definitely need to talk about that NORE album one day.
Yes, definitely. That's his best album to me still, even even now. I don't think he has any album that's fucking with that.
Hell no, like that's
Yeah,
like I always say the Whirlpool is like nighttime, but NERE is like the
right.
sunset kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
Thriller
Ryan,
off
now
the
you're
wall.
going too far.
Thriller for me. Now let me tell
Well,
you,
what's the
the,
question?
You said
question was
Thriller
Thriller
off
off
the
the wall.
wall.
Let me
Oh
tell you,
man.
you know what? When we talk about the culture and these vultures and the hippies and the way
Mm,
social media is now, the way that they have there's a cult following for There's a Dark Side. There's a cult following for Off the Wall because way back when I became a Michael Jackson, when Thriller was my introduction to Michael, nobody was talking about Off the Wall from in the 80s and 90s and 2000s. Only up until now, when DJ Vlad opens his mouth and says, "Oh, I think Off the Wall was better
Oh,
than Thriller."
hold up,
mm,
hold up.
I'm speaking from my experience though. I'm just
Okay.
saying when I saw that DJ Vlad interview, that's when who was on there? Was it Lord Jamar or was it was
Yeah,
somebody
that's
that was on
fucking
there?
Lil
Was it him or
Jamar.
Charlemagne? Okay, 'cause I know Charlemagne said that same thing that he felt like Off the Wall was always better. Off the Wall was a great album for like the end of the disco era, but I don't feel like it's fucking Thriller. I think Thriller is what made him a rock star. That's what made him an icon.
yeah,
If
that
he didn't
made
drop a Thriller, if he didn't drop a Beat It and Billie Jean and um 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 what's the joint, the other joint I'm thinking of, want to be starting something. If he didn't drop those joints, if he only dropped Off the Wall, would he still be an icon solo wise? Would he still be
Yeah,
an icon without
hmm
Thriller? You think so?
yeah.
Because I think Thriller is what set him apart from Lionel Richie and Madonna and Prince and everybody else.
Yeah.
To be
To me,
honest, man, I would go with Off the Wall. I mean, I love Thriller with a passion, but I don't know, something about Off the Wall. If you take away the disco, it was
right.
just Michael, Quincy, Rod Temperton, man, just definitely doing their thing on shit like that. Like,
hmm
but like with Thriller, you knew like he had a mission. I just felt like with Off the Wall, it was just
Mhm.
him having fun.
hmm
Thriller, he really wanted to take over
Yeah.
Right,
and shit like that.
right. He was
And
serious with
like I
that.
said,
That was like his, like he was letting the people know, like, yo, like this is my shit. I'm the king of this shit. You know what
right,
Yeah.
I'm saying?
right.
And I think the video for Thriller helped him as well. I think because nobody did that before him. Okay? Coming out with that long form video and
Yeah.
and the way that everything how he did that video with John Landis, I think that's what set him apart from everybody else.
Yeah, I
hmm
definitely see what you're saying. Um, I only wish there was he performed PYT live at one point because that's the
Right.
one of the songs he never performed live
I
Why is
wonder
that?
why.
Yeah.
because it's Michael. Because Michael, um, I don't know, I guess because he always felt like certain songs. He's a perfectionist. That's the best way to put
Right.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, but other than that, I'm gonna end off the video for the night. I was thinking about probably doing like the book review, maybe 8 o'clock, 8:30, maybe and shit like that.
Okay.
Because I know I have
Tomorrow,
to.
Monday, right?
Yeah, tomorrow's Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I know I gotta finish some music stuff tonight, get some things out the way, and get all my books together. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
yeah, this is gonna be
And
very.
while Reg is on vacation, it don't mean he's gonna be gone. He will be doing shit on my channel as well.
Yeah, of course.
We will be doing Rick Ross discography and common discography, and we starting up Woo Wednesdays on my channel. So
Right.
every like one Wednesday out of every month, I'm gonna do like a Woo related album discussion or whatever that we'll do.
Right.
We got like some other shit coming. So
Yeah, man. I'll probably be back like early to mid July, and I just need like just to replan out some stuff right here.
Yeah.
Um,
right,
while I'm on my break, be on the lookout for the Beef episode on Life After Death, and hopefully the whole Black television thing, maybe July, August, and shit like that. So
And yeah, when are you dropping that world premiere video?
hopefully I want to drop it Friday, like on
Okay,
Juneteenth. But
cool.
I gotta get my funds straightened out by Wednesday, and I'm waiting on this dude, the promoter, to hit me back up because I'm trying to do an interview, like a documentary style interview, with
Oh
this
shit.
app called New Mainstream,
Right.
which they're gonna call me about it. Oh wait, damn. Okay, they have to call me at 8:30 tomorrow. So fuck it, we're gonna do the booker thing at 9:30. Fuck that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I forgot about that. So the
Must see
booker will let
TV
you know
tomorrow.
9:30.
Yeah.
Y'all about to see Madonna naked.
Like, I you know what? Fuck it.
I wasn't supposed to say that.
I got it. Yeah. Got the fucking sex book by Madonna. Fuck it. Finally came in the mail and shit. So we still gonna do the fucking review on the sex book one day. Yeah, other than that, hope everyone has a good night. Hope everyone's staying safe. If you're out protesting, be safe, man. If you're scared about the COVID, y'all make sure y'all be safe. Y'all make sure you have your mask. Yeah, man. It's about to be fucking July of 2020 already, so the year's halfway over.
Yep.
Hopefully, thank y'all so much for watching. And just in case y'all don't know, we reviewed FaceMob, The Other Side of the Law. So make sure y'all peep that album out for all my Rap A Lot fans. As usual, this is your boy Reg in the building. Hope everyone has a good night. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.